What if moving abroad turns out to be a big mistake? What if the job falls through? Your savings run low? Or you realize that you're just homesick? If those questions have been swirling around in your mind, you're not alone. I have those same questions myself. But guess what? Smart travelers, especially single parents over 40, don't just dream big, they plan smart. In today's video, I'm going to walk you through on how to create a rock-solid plan B so that you can explore the world with confidence, not fear. Let's get started. Hey there, and welcome back to the Spend Channel, single parent, empty nester, digital nomad, where we help single parents over 40 break free from burnout, explore life abroad, and design a life that's bold, beautiful, and completely your own. Today we're talking about something that a lot of people are afraid to say out loud. What if moving abroad just doesn't work out? Maybe you're worried about running out of money, not finding community, or just missing home. And those are all valid concerns. But instead of letting fear paralyze you, we're going to flip the script. Because creating a plan B doesn't mean that you're planning to fail. It means that you're building in freedom, flexibility, and resilience. Let's get into it. Let's be honest. No matter how well you plan, life can always throw you a curveball. Your visa application might take longer than expected. Your job offer can fall through. You could get there and realize that the location just doesn't fit you. And if you're over 40, possibly navigating this with adult children, aging parents, or personal health concerns, the stakes feel even higher. But that's exactly why you need a plan B. Not to live in fear, but to travel with peace of mind. A plan B will protect your finances, reduce your stress levels, and give you choices and options, which is empowering, not limiting. There are 5 key components of a smart plan B. The first one is having an emergency fund. You ideally should have 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses saved up, even after you pay for your move. This will give you breathing room just in case you lose your job, you need to go back to the United States temporarily, or you need to pivot to a new city or another country. Pro tip: keep your emergency fund in a US-based bank account that you can access from anywhere, and part in local currency once you settle abroad. Second component is a good return strategy. This is the part that makes people cringe, but it's smart. Hear me out. If you had to come back to the United States temporarily, what would that look like for you? Ask yourself, where would you stay for a few months? Could you live with a friend or a family member short term? Could you house sit or rent a cheap room in your old town? Would you qualify for public aid or unemployment if necessary? Me, as a self-employed, unemployment's not an option. You don't have to dwell on this, but knowing the basic shape of a return plan can quiet the anxiety in your mind. The third pillar is income options. Even if you do have a job offer lined up abroad, it's good to have backup income streams. Some ideas are doing remote freelance work or consulting work, teaching English online through Preply, Cambly, italki, etc. You could sell digital products or start a small online business. You can offer services in your community like tutoring, babysitting, massage, whatever that might be for you. Think of these things as your just-in-case safety net, or even a way to earn more money than you expected. Fourth pillar is a good support system. Isolation is one of the biggest reasons that people return home to the States. This is why your plan B should include emotional and social support. Have a few trusted people back home you can call and talk to in tough times. Build expat or local connections in your new country before you arrive there. Join online groups like expat communities on Facebook, groups on meetup.com. This will help you stay connected when you're living abroad. Think of your support system as like emotional insurance. You might not need it every day, but when you do, it's priceless, and you'll be glad you had it. And finally, the fifth pillar is legal and document backup. You need to keep digital and physical copies of your passport, visa application paperwork, medical records, insurance policies, and a list of emergency contacts. If you lose something, or if you need to leave suddenly, you'll be glad you prepared for it. Also, look into travel health insurance or expat medical coverage that includes emergency evacuation. Living here in Mexico, I could use the public and private healthcare system for minor needs, but when it comes to a major catastrophe like a heart attack or a stroke or a catastrophic accident, medical evac insurance could be a lifesaver. And now for some real talk. Moving abroad isn't a one-way ticket. This is the truth. Moving abroad isn't some irreversible leap off of a cliff. It's more like a series of stepping stones. You try something, you adjust, you pivot. Your journey might include going back to the US for a season, trying out more than one country. For me, Mexico is my first choice, but there's also Belize, Costa Rica, Panama, etc. You could live part-time in two places. You could split your time up 6 months in one country, 6 months in another, or some other combination. But you're allowed to change your mind. You're allowed to take breaks. You're allowed to redefine success. So if you've been holding back because of that what-if voice inside your head, now you know. You don't need to silence it. You just need to answer it with a solid plan B. This is your action plan. Build or beef up your emergency fund. As I said, 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses at a minimum. Sketch out a return strategy just in case. List 1 to 2 backup income ideas. Reach out to people who can support you emotionally. Organize your documents for safety and access. The most important thing is don't let fear make your decisions for you. Let preparation give you power. Now for my situation, I'm in Mexico looking for a job as an English teacher at a brick and mortar school, ideally a language learning center for adults. But if I can't get a job offer by the time my tourist visa expires, what I can do is hop over to Belize, live there 1 month at a time. There's worldwide opportunities on organic farms. I could live on a farm, do work in exchange for free room and board and meals. I can do that for a certain period of time and then try Mexico again in the future. Or I can move on to another country. WWOOF, they're based in 130 countries around the world. So you have options. Always remember that, you do. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button and subscribe to the Spend channel for more videos on how to confidently move abroad as an empty nest single parent over 40 in the United States. Drop a comment below. What was your biggest what-if concern about moving abroad? Let's talk about it, and maybe I'll cover that topic in a future video. Until next time, dream boldly, plan smart, and keep spending your life on what matters the most. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. We'll see you in the next video. Take care.